Welcome, collective. Thank you guys very much for joining me for your tarot read today. Let's go ahead and get started. For you guys here, I'm getting told the tokens here. The tarot tokens, so I'm going to give them a little bit of a stir. Sorry, I know that's noisy. I will grab 3, 1, 2, and 3. Those were the ones that popped to my hand, and we'll see what they are. So we have the Fool coins. That one. The blank coin, which represents sort of destiny, fate, the unknowable. There may not be sort of a conclusion in this situation, or there sort of might be multiple avenues in the way something is going because somebody hasn't chosen yet. A lot of times, that destiny coin ties in with choice and personal choice and free will. Interesting, we also have the world coin too. So I'd love to know where these ones sit sort of for your read and what's going on. This is the deck I'm getting drawn to for your read too. So the Fool, that Destiny, and the World coin. So Spirit, please, what do these all mean for the collective today? What does this read need to be about? Courage. I keep feeling like have courage in a path that you've chosen or a path that you're thinking about choosing. And that Fool can also represent a leap of faith, guys. That definitely ties in with courage and having courage to keep going forward, guidance. Somebody does feel drawn to be doing something. They do feel like they're being guided to a path. They're being guided to something they're supposed to do in life. I'm not sure exactly what this is or what path somebody's trying to take. Self-love. It is doing for themselves, though. This is like it's time for someone to start living for themselves, start making their choices for themselves, doing things that are going to make them happy in life. And it's not like cutting other people out or saying to hell with other people, but I do feel like this is somebody who, for probably a significant period of time, did for others. Did for others, or did what others thought that they should be doing, or what they thought would make other people happy, or what they were supposed to do. I keep feeling like this is a time now to make a change and a transition. This is a time to start making choices in a different way and making choices for oneself. And I feel like that's what somebody's trying to do, what somebody's wanting to do. It's the path they're feeling guided and going towards. And that Fool coin is all about a leap of faith. A leap of faith. So somebody might be struggling with that leap of faith and struggling with courage and moving forward. Yeah, it is all about individuality for somebody. I think somebody sort of, I don't want to say really lost that sense of individuality. But it's like this is their opportunity to really build that and embrace it in life. This is a time for getting back to themselves, getting back to what's important to them. Trust. And trust in your choices, trust in your decisions, and trust in your intuition. If you feel guided to take this path and you just have this deep down feeling inside you, this deep knowing that this is what you're supposed to be doing and this is where you're supposed to be going, trust that. Trust in your choices. Trust in your abilities to be able to find a way through on this path. And grief. I got to tell you, whatever this is, this path, this may be coming with a bit of sacrifice too. I keep feeling that in the grief card. Almost like a loss or a sacrifice. This is not an easy path that somebody's taking. This isn't, I think there's some sort of opposition if they're having to sacrifice something. I feel like there's more to that card than what I'm getting. I need to pull more cards here. Energetic clearing. And non-duality. Somebody's working with energy. Somebody's like doing Reiki or something. This is like Reiki, it's like energetic clearing. I don't feel like it's just that though. I feel like whatever somebody's doing, it's a mix. It's a mix of a lot of different practices and it is healing. It is helping and healing other people. It's calling on a lot of different kinds of knowledge and a lot of different techniques and sort of pooling them together to kind of create, it's almost like their own little program in what they feel guided to do in how to help people. This is not, oh, I believe this works, I believe that doesn't work. It's like this person has a whole lot of different skills. And there's just some that this person feels drawn to be able to combine or to bring forward. They allow their intuition to tell them what it is somebody who comes to them for help is going to need to help them out, help them move on. I do feel like it ties into physical health for other people too. So this is somebody who, I think they like to help the health of others. make other people healthy. I keep getting tied in like that energetic clearing. I think that piece of things is sort of alternative side of things. A lot of people would call it kind of alternative, like Reiki, crystal healing, all that kind of stuff. Um, I get like a very new feeling to that. So I feel like this is a skill that's a little bit newer to somebody, or it's a skill that they haven't called on before. This is part of their individuality, and this is part of what they feel really passionate about or very guided to do. Non-duality. They're trying to find a balance in it all. So I gotta tell you, I feel a lot coming from this non-duality card. There is opposition to this person doing this. There is opposition. They have people around them who think it's kooky and who think it's bullshit and who think it has no value or no truth or no anything. These are people who are very close-minded and very unsupportive. And I think whatever this person did before, I think they worked within healing in some way, shape, or form, but it did not involve sort of that more alternative or those more alternative forms of healing. So I think what they did before is something that was very accepted by the people that they were around. It's something that everyone was like, okay, yeah, no, that's normal. We can get behind that. But as soon as they start going towards something alternative and something a little bit more spiritual and something that maybe other people just don't understand or have never experienced before, is everybody just thinks it's fucking kooky. People around them just think it's fucking kooky. And they're having a really hard time taking this leap of faith, having confidence in themselves and moving forward with what they feel like they absolutely should be doing in life and what they would love to be doing. Because I keep feeling this grief card tying into this. Sacrifice. This might be connections with people around them, sacrificing connections, because those connections are now sort of throwing them off of balance. Because I feel like this person has tried to do a bit of a balancing act, between what they were doing before, what was accepted, having social balance, with these relationships where other people aren't being judgy and there isn't conflict, but then trying to find balance within what they truly want in their heart and in their soul and what they feel like they should be doing. And it's like this freaking juggling act. It's like this juggling act that they can't seem to win, because anytime they go towards what they feel like they're guided to be doing and towards their hopes and their dreams, they get this flack from the people around them. They get flack from the other side of things, and it tips everything off of balance. That's why I feel like somebody might be doing some sacrificing here to be able to attain what they want, because I can feel the drive in somebody moving towards this path of energetic clearing and this energetic healing, helping to heal people. And they absolutely, it's determination and it's passion. That is where somebody wants to go. I can feel it in their heart. It's like they've made it up in their mind, but it's coming with sacrifices. It's coming with conflict. And sometimes I feel like it might be hard to really action it, or it just comes with a lot of emotional upheaval. Faith. Interesting. I want to grab another one to go with that. Expansiveness. I want to tell you too. So this person has a more open idea of spirituality. Okay, this is somebody who's open to a lot of different ideas. As somebody who might be into tarot too, like crystal healings. That's pretty open-minded. I do not feel the energies around them are okay with that. For whatever reason, it might be the particular culture that they're from, the particular faith that they're from. Other people are just, they shut their minds down to these kinds of ideas. They don't accept these ideas, and this is part of why they're getting so much flack for wanting to go this way, because other people just think it's crap. They think it's ridiculous. They don't think that it's a real thing. But this person's like, I want to expand on what I already do. I think this person is some kind of caregiver with healthcare and helping people already. They just want to expand on that. They've seen situations where these other alternatives would be extremely helpful for people. I think they've seen situations where they've seen these alternatives brought in and they've seen it help people. They believe in these alternatives. They believe there's value there, and there is some very good knowledge that can help people move forward, that can help people find healing. I keep thinking that it's like physical healing, trying to help people in their physical health. Divine abundance and intuition. So this person is an intuitive too. This person does have psychic abilities to a certain extent, because anybody who can do this kind of like Reiki energetic clearing, this energy work, this is, you have to have some sort of psychic gifts to be able to manipulate energy and to help energy and help others balance their energy. That is a skill, and that is a spiritual gift. So this person does have spiritual gifts. I keep feeling too like they kind of know what's wrong with somebody. And it might not be all the time, or it might not be 100% to the T, but like when they're dealing with somebody, they just have this deep knowing of, I think it has to do with this. And if we could use these forms of healing, it would absolutely help. This is also part of their spiritual gifts, is having that knowledge, that intuition, that deep knowing. This is somebody who does have a strong intuition, whether they realize it or not. The more they use it and the more they exercise it, the stronger it's going to get, this intuition, and using it to help heal others. They are getting called to be this kind of a light worker, absolutely. Inner power. And I do feel like at this point in their life, by starting to move forward on this path, by trusting themselves, this person is starting to find their inner power, their individuality. This is somebody who's finding more confidence in themselves, finding self-love, giving back to themselves, doing for themselves. Like I said, I don't think this person always did that, because wherever they're at, it's just, this kind of thing is really out to lunch with most people. So it's not very accepted. It's not something that people would encourage somebody to sort of go forward with or delve into or learn, or I gotta tell you, even to talk about. I don't feel like this person really feels like they have a lot of opportunities to share the exciting journey that they're on, for fear of judgment, people laughing, people making snotty ass comments, people really shutting it down. Karma and reframe. See, this reframe card, I find this really interesting. This is part of somebody's shift in mindset too. Shift in the way that they're looking at things. So somebody gave a whole lot of their lives to others, and they were helping others, and they were doing it in a way that they felt like was their only option, or the only way that they could do it. I also feel there's more personal implications to that in their personal life, and sort of giving to others and living for others, and doing what was expected. And it was like, no, I need to start doing for me now. This was this shift. I need to start doing for me. And it doesn't mean that I'm abandoning everybody around me, but I need to start making some shifts and some changes in my life. Now, I will tell you this, whoever made this shift and this reframe and this change, this is somebody who did not intend to cut out connections in their life. That is not how they began this journey. That was never their intention. They were never like, I'm going to just leave these people behind and I'm going to go do this. They just wanted to have this piece of their life, and they wanted to have everybody around them be supportive and be loving and be kind and accepting of what they were doing. It's the other energies that are driving this potential severing of ties, because of their behavior, because of their being so judgmental, because of their being so unsupportive. It then makes it hard for this person to take the journey that they're on. And this person really feels the call to take this journey. They would not be happy if they chose to step away from this path. This is somebody who would regret it for the rest of their lives. And they would resent the people around them, that they stepped away from this path to make other people happy, or just so other people wouldn't feel uncomfortable. They would regret it forever. This is somebody who feels the need to take this path come hell or high water. It's breaking their heart that they're starting to think about having to cut ties with other people around them. But at the end of the day, I got to tell you that cutting of ties, that severing of ties, is pretty well up to the other energies. If the other energies can get on board and can recognize that if they love this person, they should be supportive in them finding their happiness. If they can get on board with that, and if those people can get a reframe in the way that they're thinking, these ties don't have to be cut. You know, these relationships don't have to be severed. There does not have to be a parting of ways here. It is because these other energies are driving it that way. I'm going to grab a couple more here. True offering. I want one more to go with that one. I had a few here allowing. So I got to tell you here, I am getting pulled into sort of this dynamic that this person is going through with other energies around them. Like I said, this person, they don't want to ditch other energies. They don't want to cut people out of their life. They just want to be happy within their own skin. They want to be happy in what they're doing every day. They want to feel fulfilled, and they want to feel like they're doing something useful in this world and following what they feel guided to do. That's all they want. That's all any of us want, right? We want to feel fulfilled. We want to feel happy. We want to feel like we're contributing in some way. This is how this person feels called to do that. I keep feeling like whatever this is going on with this grief card and this loss and these other energies that this person is dealing with, this is not 100% one way or the other. I do feel like there's still an opening for this other energy to sort of get on board and be supportive. And I think if they did, there would be allowed another chance here to come back together, to have some mending, and to keep moving forward. But this person will not be held back. This person is not willing to allow their path to stop. They're not going to surrender their path and surrender what they've been doing, surrender their dreams, surrender their goals, and this change of mind just to make somebody happy. That's not a thing that's going to occur here. Because somebody's made that transition, they've made that change in their heart, their mind, and their soul, and there is no going back now. This is what they feel guided to do. I know that there are bits and pieces here of their path that they're fearful of. And they might be struggling with the courage to keep moving forward on this and severing ties. The possibility of severing ties really bothers this person. But they keep feeling like this is something they just need to do. This is something that they need to do. I get an interesting vibe off of this Divine Love card. I gotta tell you, this is not for the person this read is referring to. This is a message for the energies around this person. I'm trying to place it. And I know it ties into a reframe somehow. I know it ties into a way of thinking. I know it ties into shifting a mindset. Because they're really against all this alternative stuff. Like, it bothers them. I think this might be just a really traditional person who's just used to sort of everything being set out a certain way. And it might tie into religion too, and their religious views. And so this just seems really, really out there to them, because whoever this is not very open-minded spiritually. I tell you, the person that this one's having trouble with, this is someone who's not open-minded spiritually. I feel like there's probably multiple people, but one in particular, and that's who this message is for. And I'm trying to piece this message together for this person, because I can only kind of half feel it from spirit. It's something to do with acceptance and it has to do with their religion and their God and their figures, and didn't they preach about acceptance and tolerance and accepting others? And why is this so offensive to you that you're willing to let this relationship crumble just because somebody believes something you don't believe? There's more to it than that. I know there is, so I'm going to pull tarot because I want to know what that message is that needs to come forward for this person, because I don't feel like this relationship or these relationships have to be a parting of ways. I don't feel like that has to be a thing. That is this individual over here who is driving it that way with their intolerance and being unsupportive and being overly critical. That's what's driving it that direction. So I need a tarot deck that belongs to this read. What deck? That one. Okay. Okay, we had a couple that didn't want to come with the deck, so those are actually the ones I'm going to pull first. We had the Chariot come forward. The Chariot is about positive forward movement. So whoever's making this journey is being encouraged to keep taking this journey. To keep taking this journey. Even if they're having issues with somebody, they're still being called to do this. They're still being called to do this. This person feels like they have to defend their shit all the time though too. And that's part of what the problem is, and they're dealing with this other energy who's very intolerant, is they always feel like they have to defend what they're doing. They have to defend their beliefs. They have to defend their way of thinking to this person because this person is so critical. This is also part of what's driving a wedge between the two of them, because nobody likes to have to keep fighting all the time about what they feel is right. You know, it's exhausting. It's exhausting to have to keep arguing your point of things. So I feel like that's something that's being struggled with here too. The Ace of Swords. And the Six of Pentacles. This Ace of Swords, that's interesting. It is truth and it is victory. And I got to tell you that Six of Pentacles isn't even give and take. It is balance. But it's also generosity. Like I said, like if this other individual could find it in themselves to love this person enough to respect their views, even if they're different from theirs, and to support their journey because they love this person, they know it would make them happy, I keep feeling like there would be a chance for mending here. I keep feeling like there is this is not cut and dry. This is not set in stone. This is not completely closed. But somebody's really got to pull their head out of their butt here and sort of get their priorities straight. And I keep going back to this grief card because I feel like this represents that potential sacrifice and parting of ways. That's that energy that's really unsupportive. Judgment. Because I will tell you this too. This person has made that judgment call. They will follow this path. I know there's struggles along the way. I know it's really emotional. But come hell or high water, they are going to keep moving forward. They are going to keep moving forward with whatever this is. So it really is like, get on board or you're going to get left behind for this other energy. Page of Wands. And it's just, I'll tell you what I feel in this card too. I just feel like this person, whatever their argument is, whatever their issue with this is, it's just so, it feels so small and insignificant and petty compared to the big picture. Like these people having a loving connection, these people continuing to share a loving connection, somebody finding happiness within their own life. And like, really, whatever this person does, and whatever they're doing with their energetic healing, all of that stuff in their career and what they're moving towards, like, I don't know why this one's getting so bent out of shape, because I don't feel like it really affects them a whole lot. They might be a family member or a spouse or whatever, but like really this person's not getting involved in it. That's this other person's business. That's that other person's thing. That's what they're doing. It doesn't stop this other person from living their life the way they want to live it or having their beliefs the way they want to have them. So I don't know why they're so opposed and digging in their heels so bad where they're willing to lose a connection just because somebody wants to go ahead and do it. It's petty. It's petty. It's like spider facing, right? As they're going to cut off their nose to spite their face. But like they're going to wind up losing in the end. They're going to wind up losing a very caring connection. Those are the ones I want to see first. And then those guys came out too. King of Wands. No, I just get somebody who's like, I'm right. I'm right. This is this person over here. It's like they don't want to hear it. They just keep saying, like, it's like they feel their outlook on the world and how the world works is right and this other person is just wrong. Like they don't want to hear another side of things. They don't want to be open to hearing another side of things. Well, this one over here is not asking this one to spiritually believe in what they're doing. They're just asking for love and support and someone not being a judgmental asshole. That's all they're asking for. They're not asking for this person to convert their friggin' religious beliefs to what this person is after. They're not asking for that at all. And that's why I feel like it's petty and it doesn't really affect them in that way, right? Nobody's being asked to stop believing in what they believe. They're just being asked to believe in this person that they love and support them in their journey. That's what it is. The Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I gotta tell you, like, God bless whoever this person is who's doing the energetic clearing. Because this person, like I said, if whoever they're after who's having such a friggin' issue here would just step up and be supportive, that person would open the door to healing. I think they would be open to healing. I have possibilities here, that Page of Pentacles. If somebody would come forward and be like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't believe what you believe, but I will support you in you choosing this career and moving forward for this career, and I will cheer on your wins, and I will not be judgmental. That's all that person's asking for. That really is all they're asking for. It would heal this situation. It would heal this situation. The Knight of Pentacles. Because I feel like these two energies, it's like these two energies, this one has been so supportive for such a long time on what our King of Wands, and our King of Wands is the one this person is having the most issues with. I think there's other people around them who are just as judgmental and are closed-minded about it, but the King of Wands is where most of the conflict lies. And I feel like this person has been so supportive to this King of Wands for so long with what this King of Wands is wanting to do. This is part of their giving to others, giving to others. They've been very supportive to this person to make sure that this person could pursue what they wanted to pursue. They just want that same support back now so that they can have that same feeling of fulfillment in their life. And there's nothing wrong with that. And that's the argument. And that's what's going on here. And this person, I got to tell you, this King of Wands is being petty as shit. They're being so petty. They're being so petty to deny this person a chance to be able to find that fulfillment for themselves. Like I said, they're not being asked to convert their religious views or abandon their God or abandon their way of looking at the world. They're just being asked to be loving and supportive like this person has been for them for years. It's not that freaking hard, and it's, I gotta tell you, it's not too much to ask. Five of Swords. And I gotta tell you too, like, this person has been very supportive of the King of Wands for a lot of years, and I think they've sacrificed different things to be able to give that support. Like, have not pursued this kind of a goal, maybe have not pursued their career in the way that they wanted to. Other things they have not been able to pursue because they've spent all their time as kind of a support role for this King of Wands. So I do feel like even in this Five of Swords, had to sacrifice so that somebody else could win. You know, I gave up on certain things so this person could win. This is what's going on here. Now somebody just wants to give to themselves. They just want to win for themselves. They're not looking to step on this King of Wands to get it themselves. They just want to be able to have that person's support so that they can have their time as well. And everybody wins. The Hangman. So I will tell you too, this Hangman, I look at the Hangman and I get pulled straight to the King of Wands. This card belongs to the King of Wands. This is like that divine love card. This is part of the message that belongs to this other person. This Hangman is nothing can hold you back from having success in your life or reaching your goals except for you. We're kind of the only things that can stand in our ways. So it's that fear, the doubt, the insecurities, stubbornness. Stubbornness is what's happening over here. A lot of stubbornness. It's like clinging so hard to what you have because you're too afraid to seek what you need. I love this little one here. But this is our King of Wands. This is him doing this spider face. This is him clinging so hard to what he feels is the right thing that he's actually going to lose a loving connection over it where he doesn't have to. And it will be because of this choice to be intolerant. It's because of this choice to be... It's like not willing to sacrifice, not willing to give in a way that was given to them over and over again. I feel like it was over a period of years that somebody gave up, sacrifice so that this King of Wands could find their way. And this King of Wands could build, and this King of Wands could pursue. They're just asking for frickin' reciprocation. That's all it is. They're asking for an even reciprocation. I gave to you, now this is a time where I need you to give back. And now this person doesn't want to give back. Well, that's what a relationship is, right? It's that balance, even give and take, even reciprocity. The Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups. And they're not asking for a lot. They're not asking for a lot. They're just asking for that love and support. Ace of Cups. I need to pull a couple more here too. I gotta tell you too, if this King of Wands character who's having such trouble can find their way into being supportive, into sort of changing their mindset and starting to give to their partner. I keep feeling like both people will be better off for it. You'll have somebody over here who feels fulfilled and who feels happy, and I keep feeling like it's going to be a successful career, whatever they're looking into, because they feel called to it, because it's using their spiritual intuitive gifts plus other knowledge. I do feel like it will bring prosperity to both. It will bring prosperity to the relationship because everybody's happy. The Empress. Yeah. And I just keep feeling it every time I pull cards. This person's taking this path. They are taking this path. Come hell or high water, they're taking this path. They don't want to have to make a heavy sacrifice. That is not their ideal. And they're still offering a chance for the shit to turn around if the other person can do what they need to do. It kind of hinges on the King of Wands here. If this relationship goes to shit, it's because of the King of Wands. Because of their inability to reciprocate. This person does not want it to go that way. Their ideal situation is to have this beautiful career, to continue their relationship with this King of Wands, whatever way that is, and to have that love and to have that support, and to be able to grow together as a team and grow that relationship and find happiness together. That's what this person wants. They don't want this to be a parting of ways, but they will make sacrifices if they have to find happiness and fulfillment in their life, because they are not going to keep going the way that they kept going for that many years. And I can feel that in the cards too. The Hierophant, the Sun, and the Star. And I feel in a lot of these cards, this person has found their calling. This person has found their path. They found where they feel like they're supposed to go and what they're supposed to do with their life. And then I feel like a lot of these cards are speaking to this King of Wands. And if this King of Wands can just take a step back and focus on what they want in life. Do you want to lose this connection? Is it worth it? Whatever it is that seems to be the bug up this person's ass, is it really worth having that cost you this relationship? Is that a price you're really willing to pay? Nobody's asking a whole hell of a lot from you aside from being reciprocal, and being supportive. Nobody's asking you to give up your deepest religious values, or those things that you believe in, just to believe in this person and support them in their journey. That's all they're being asked to do. I feel like this person's being asked by tarot and being asked by spirit to step back and take a different look and look at things in a different way. And that's what this Fool card, or the Fool coin and the Fool card also represent too, is a new perspective. Looking at things in a different light. This person needs a new perspective. They need a new perspective. And the Three of Wands. Because I got to tell you this, whoever's taking this journey, they are on the precipice of a new life. They are about to change. Things are changing for them. They are taking a new path. They are taking a new journey. And that is just the way it is. Now, whether it includes this relationship or not, is going to be up to this King of Wands. Because come hell or high water, like I said, this person's making this change and they're setting out on their path and they're setting out on this journey. And they are going to strive for success in it. They would like to have this person as a supportive person in their life. They would like to keep this connection going, but they will not allow it to hold them back. See, and that's why we had the World coin, and it's why we had the Destiny coin. It's like this person's world is changing. The way that their life looks is changing. They are driving change. They are working towards change. And so whether the King of Wands likes it or not, their world is also changing because this person close to them has made decisions. But now it's up to this King of Wands as to what kind of a change that's going to look like, right? Is that going to be where the King of Wands chooses to get left behind because they're not willing to be supportive and to step up to the plate? Or is that where that King of Wands chooses to reciprocate what's been given to them? And to support this person on their journey and to be able to join in the success of that journey and keep that awesome emotional connection, because I do feel like there's a very caring emotional connection there. So it's up to them whether they keep that or not, but their life is changing too. So it's up to them which way this change is going to go, and that's why we had the blank coin. because this one has not made a decision yet. This other person has left things open for the King of Wands to be able to step up and to show them. But there is change coming. Life is not going to go the way it went before. This is change. This is different. This is a new path. But there's lots of unknowns. And like I said right at the beginning when I pulled that blank coin, a lot of times it speaks to don't know which way something's going to go because free will is involved here. And this is exactly what's going on here. It's free will as to what this new change is going to look like and whether these two energies are going to stay connected or not. Alrighty guys, that's the read. Take care.